बोल बाल गोपाल की, 6 दिन के लाला की, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बरहापीडं नटवरवपु कर्णयो कर्णिकारम् बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च माला रन्ध्रान्वेणु रद्धरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति। अहोवकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघांसया पाययधप्यसाध्वी लेभे गतिं धात्रुटितां ततोऽन्यं कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजे। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्भुवं देवमात्मा बुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। रिद्धि सिद्धिदाता सिद्धि सदन वारन वदन सुमिरो बारंबार मदन कदन के लाल गणपति कृपा निधान ज्ञान खानी आनंद भवन देहु मोहि वरदान वर्णो भाषा भागवत जय शिव आनंद कंद भूतनाथ भव भय हरण भक्ति विषय निर्गंध गौर बरन मंगल करण हे ब्रज चंद मुकुंद भूतनाथ भव भय हरण काटहु भव भय फंद चरण शरण ली आन कर। जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश अज महिमा अमित अभेद वेद भेद जानत नेह देहु मोहि वरदान राधा वर यह वर सदा प्रेम भरी मुस्कान नित चित में खट काट रहे मोहि चाहिए कछु नाही, और वस्तु प्रभु जाति बसी रहे मन माही। यह बाकी झाकी सदा लिए लकुटिया हाथ, गायन के पीछे फिरत ग्वाल बाल लिए साथ। मोर मुकुट शिर पर धरे कर मुरली उर्मा, शीश मुकुट कटि पीत पट याछ विसो नंदलाल। बसहु हृदय मम निशी दिवस, गुरु पद रज धर शीश। कहूँ भागवत की कथा, जो शुकदेव मुनीश कवि। परीक्षित निप अति शोभय, निगम कल्पतरो गलितं फलम्। सुख मुखादमृत द्रव संयुतम्, पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम्। मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, भक्ति महादेवी की जय, भागवत महापुराण की जय, 6 दिन के लाला की जय। भक्त महानुभाव, भक्त समुदाय, भक्त वृंद, divine souls, devotees of the Supreme Lord. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and every one, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. आज छठी है। छठी का मतलब 6। भगवान ने कुछ दिन पहले हम लोग ने जन्माष्टमी मनाया, तो आज 6वें दिन है। इस दिन का बहुत महत्वपूर्ण, संसार में भी लोग मनाते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ हम लोग के लिए और इसका महत्व है। क्या महत्व है इस 6 दिन की, क्या विशेषता है, ये सब सुनेंगे। Today we are celebrating Chhati. Chhati means 6. Few days ago, 6 days before, we celebrated the appearance on the 11th of the Supreme Lord. You remember? We had a grand celebration. So today is the 6th day. In the world also this is celebrated, different reasons for different people. Here we are celebrating this 6th day. It has a total different significance and importance, very great importance. What is the importance and significance of this 6th day, Chhati? We'll hear in the Katha today. We'll all be able to benefit and understand the importance. A lot of people don't give a lot of importance to this Chhati or 6th day. But by the grace of my Guru, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, we've heard about the importance of this day, why it is so important and why we should celebrate Chhati. So we're going to join in this celebration, and of course we'll be singing Bhagwan's praises also too, especially his childhood praises. In the books you have, please turn to page 74. bhajan number 106. मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला, मेरो
गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला,
ओ मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला,
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला.
Krishna is known as Gopala. Gopal, the one who takes care of the cows. Palne wala, the one who takes care of cows. And Nandalal, he's the son of Nanda Baba. He plays the murali, and his playing is divine, not like a worldly flute player. He has many names: Krishna, Govind, Gopal, etc. He's extremely naughty and intoxicated with being the personification of divine nectar, divine bliss, so he walks in intoxication. He has a divine stick, Lakuti. He carries that divine stick with him. He has a garland of wildflowers, Banamala. He plays the Basuri. Let's all chant and glorify that Kanhaiya today is 6 days old. Bhaju Gopala, Bhaju Nandalala, Mero Gopala,
मेरो नंद लाला,
Bhaju Murali Manohar Nandalala,
भजो मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला,
Bhajo Murali Manohar Nandalala, Bhajo Murali
मनोहर नंद लाला,
Bhajo Murali Manohar Nandalala,
भजो मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला.
Oh, Mero Gopala, Mero Nandalala.
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला.
Of course, Kanhaiya belongs to all of us. Mero, he's mine. Mine meaning he's yours. He's our everything. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. We identify him with the body, don't realize that. The more we realize we are the soul, the Atma, then realization will come that only Shri Krishna, he is my everything. So this is why he is my Gopala, he is my Nandalala. Mero Gopala, Mero Nandalala,
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला,
Krishna Govinda, Govinda Gopala,
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला,
Ati Matwala, Bhaj Gopala,
अति मतवाला भज गोपाला,
Oh Ati Matwala, Bhaj Gopala,
अति मतवाला भज गोपाला.
Oh Mero Gopala, Mero Nandalala,
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला,
कंसेन प्रहिता घोरा पूतना बाल घातिनी शिशून् शकार निघ्रन्ते परग्राम ब्रजादिश न तत्र श्रवणादीनि रक्षोघ्ननानि स्वकर्मसु कुर्वन्ति सात्वतां भर्तु यातु धान्यश्च तत्र हि मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंदलाला
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला,
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंदलाला
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला,
लकुटी वाला भज गोपाला
लखुटी वाला भज गोपाला,
उर्बन मा माला भजो गोपाला
उर्वन माला भज गोपाला
उर्वन माला भज गोपाला
उर्वन माला भज गोपाला
ओ मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला
बांसुरी वाला भज गोपाला
बांसुरी वाला भज गोपाला
भोला भाला भोला भाला. He's so innocent that somebody is trying to kill him and he gives that person his divine abode. Who can be more bhola bhala, innocent like than that, more naive? Somebody is trying to kill you and you're giving them the best thing you have. Bhola bhala go, bhola bhala bhaj gopala, bhola
भाला भज गोपाला
ओ भोला भाला भज गोपाला
भोला भाला भज गोपाला
ओ मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला
ओ मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला
मेरो गोपाला मेरो नंद लाला
बोले बाल गोपाल की
जय
6 दिन के लाला की.
जय
कंस को बहुत भय हो गया. हमारे मारने वाला का जन्म हुआ अभी बालक के रूप में, तो वो कैसे खत्म कर सकते. तो कंस के एक दासी थी, उनकी 2 दासी का नाम थे पूतना. पूतना की विशेषता बच्चों को मारने वाला, इनके खून को चूसने वाला. तो पूतना को बुलाया और पूतना से कहा जाओ ब्रज गोकुल में, आओ जितने नवजात शिशु सब मार दो. So Shri Krishna is only 6 days old today. And Kans is very afraid. He knows the one, he was told by Yogamaya, Durga, hey, you trying to kill me? The one to kill you is taken bath. So he knows that the one to kill him, the 8th son, is alive and in some way in Gokul. So how to finish him before he finishes Kans? So Kans had a servant by the name of Putana, a demoness, August, Rakshasi. Her name was Putana. And the specialty of Putana, her specialty was she killed children, sucked their blood, kill them, eat them, swallow them. The name Putana itself means one who does that. Putana Bal Ghatini. This was his specialty. So Kans called Putana and told Putana, I have a job for you. And Putana said, yes, sir. I'm your servant, tell me. I want you to go to Gokul and all the newborn children, kill all of them. So Putana said, okay. Putana फिर वहाँ पूतना के पास शक्तियां, मायावी शक्ति, उसके पास एक विष कालकूट, बहुत 2 विष है, एक हलाहल एक कालकूट. तो ये कालकूट विष कोई बच्चे मुंह लगाते ही, पीना नहीं, बस मुंह छू लिया, मुंह को, ओठ को, मर गया। तो पूतना ने ये कालकूट विष स्तन में लगाई और उड़ के, उसके पास शक्तियां है, उड़ के वृंदावन गए, गोकुल गए और अपने को परम सुंदरी बनाई, परम सुंदरी। So Putna had many powers, Rakshasi, Mayavi powers. She can do a lot of things. And there was also a poison that she had become very perfect. It had done perfection in this poison called Kalkut. We've heard about Halahal. At the time when they were churning the ocean, the first thing came out, Halahal. One drop can destroy the whole universe. This poison that Putana had perfected was Kalkut. Kalkut means a child will just touch a lip. Don't have to drink it, just touch the lip and that child will die. So she applied that poison to her breast and flew, which is the fly. She flew to Vrindavan, to Gokul, and took the most beautiful form through her powers. अब कन्हैया जो पूतना के हृदय में बैठे हैं, वो पूतना से प्रेरणा की कि ए मेरे पास आ जाओ सीधे। लोग कहते पहले उसने बहुत बच्चे को मारे फिर गए, ना ना भगवान ने सोचा ये हमारे बाल मित्र है, सखा है, इनको मारेंगे तो फिर हम लीला कैसे करेंगे। तो अंदर से प्रेरणा सबके अंदर बैठे हैं, तो पूतना के अंदर भी बैठे हैं और प्रेरणा मेरे पास सीधे आ जाओ, हमको मारना है ना, आ जाओ सीधे। तो किसी को नहीं, कोई बच्चा को नहीं मारा, सीधे नंद के महल गए और परम सुंदरी बन के गए। तो वहां सब मुग्ध हो गए इसको देख के, ये क्या महालक्ष्मी है, पार्वती कोई परम देवी। अब कोई ऐसे किसी के घर में जाके घुस जाते हैं तो और रोकने वाला कोई, इसका मुग्ध हो गए, इतना एकटक देखने लगे, इतने सुंदरी बनाया अपने को। So Putana, people say, don't understand, they just make up story and they don't read properly and don't understand. They said, oh, you would hear people saying katha, and mostly it's just katha, that she killed many children and then she went to Krishna. No, she didn't kill anybody. Shri Krishna is in the heart of all living beings. And he's also sitting in the heart of Putna. So he inspired Putna. He thought, if she starts killing my friends, my boyfriends, these childhood friends, then I will not have anybody to play with. So he inspired Putna, come straight to me. I'm the one you want to kill, come to me. Putna didn't kill any child except went straight to Kanhaiya. Correct those people when they make foolish mistake. People make up stories. Nowhere is written in Bhagavad that she killed any children. So, but she was so beautiful that everyone there stared at her. Yashoda, Rohini, all the gopis are there. It's 6 days and they are there celebrating. And Kanhaiya is kept in the inner room of the house in a little cradle. And somebody just walk and go straight in that room and nobody stops her. But she was so beautiful that they thought maybe, is she some great Devi, goddess? Mahalakshmi has come, Parvati, to bless Kanhaiya. So they just stared because she's so beautiful. And she went left, right, walked straight into the room that Kanhaiya was. Straight, nobody stopped her. सीधे और कन्हैया को उठाया और गोद में रख दिया। गोद में रख के तो कन्हैया पहले आंख बंद कर लिया, आंख बंद किया। तो आंख क्यों बंद किया? कई लोग ने अपना अपना विचार बताया कि इतना राक्षसी डीमनस राक्षसी है, इतने घोर, तो वो डर गए कन्हैया। तो कन्हैया डरने वाला नहीं है, वो भगवान है। इसका एक रहस्य है। So when Putana went in the room that Kanhaiya was, she took him from the cradle and put him in her lap. The first thing Kanhaiya did, he closed his eyes. So many, again, people have given different ideas why he closed his eyes. Mostly people say that he got scared. Because this demon is such a fearful, if she show her true form, everybody would fall unconscious. So scary that he got scared. The Rasik saints have told us, and Kripalu Mahaprabhu has also told us the reason. That time Kanhaiya closes, ये आंख बंद किया शंकर जी को बुलाने के लिए। जब क्षीर मंथन हुआ उस समय भी भगवान ने पहली चीज जो निकले समुद्र क्षीर सागर से, हलाहल विष। उस समय भी भगवान ने शंकर जी को बुलाया, यहां भी शंकर को बुलाया और शंकर से कहा कि आप विष खाते हैं, पहले आपने खाया हलाहल, यहां भी आप विष खा लो, पी लो, और मैं अपना दूध पीऊंगा। इसलिए so the Rasik saints and Kripalu Mahaprabhu has told us the real reason why Kanhaiya closed his eye. He closed his eyes to call Shivji, Shankar Bhagwan. Does not call him from far. Shri Krishna is Shankar Bhagwan himself. Also, when there was churning of the ocean of milk, the first thing came out was halahal. And everybody started falling on all life form. Bhagwan and called Shankar Bhagwan that time also. And he drank that poison, kept it in the throat. He got a title, Neelakant, the blue-throated one. So here Bhagwan also called Shivji. He said, Shiv bhai, aa jao, you come. You like poison, you drink the poison. And I like milk, I'll drink the milk. और गुस्से में पीने लगे, गुस्से में। तो भगवान गुस्से में, भगवान का हर कार्य हंसते हुए करते हैं। किसी को मारते हंसते हुए करते हैं, किसी से प्यार करते हंसते हुए। तो यहां क्रोध क्यों किया? So it says in Bhagavad that Shri Krishna became very angry while he was drinking the milk. So Shri Krishna doesn't get angry. He does everything laughing. He's killing somebody, he's laughing. He's making love with somebody, pyar. He's hugging somebody, laughing. Everything he laughs. So why did he get angry here? He wasn't. That was the Shivji's form. ये शंकर जी का रुद्र है ना, रुद्र. So the angry aspect that is written here, this was the Shivji. So when Shivji came and was drinking the poison, that was the angry form. These things are not easy, you don't get this by reading this like this. The Rasik saints has to tell us these things. You read Bhagavad, you never get this. You make up your own thing. Opinion like it. So Shivji is drinking the poison. His throat is getting more blue. He's becoming a new coat of paint. He got a new coat of paint. So his Neelakant, blue throat, started to shine even more. And Kanhaiya is drinking दूध, milk. और इतना पीने लगे तो पूतना का प्राण चूसने लगे, प्राण. तो जब पूतना के प्राण को चूसने लगे तो पूतना समझ गई कि ये कोई ऐसा नहीं है, ये हमारे प्राण को चूसने वाली है, प्राण। तो पूतना कहने लगी, मूंछ 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 मूंछ, छोड़ो छोड़ो। लेकिन कन्हैया छोड़ने वाला नहीं, पकड़ लिया। So Kanhaiya is drinking the milk and he started drinking the life of Putna. He held on little hand, 6 days old, held on the breast of Putna and started drinking her life itself. Now Putana realized that this is no ordinary being, that he's taken my life itself. He's going to take my life. She's feeling her life is coming out. So she starts to scream in a loud voice, leave me, munch, munch. Here in Bhagavad, the word Sanskrit word munch, munch means leave me. But Kanhaiya is not leaving. तो पूतना उड़ गई ऊपर, आकाश में उड़ गई ताकि ये बच्चे गिर जाएगा, ये बच्चा गिर जाएगी। लेकिन क्या वो गिर गए? No. Putana, because Kanhaiya is not letting go, she flew in the sky with the hope that when she flies in the sky so high, this child will lose grip and he will fall and die. Does he fall and die? What happens? We'll hear. Page 68. Vasudeva sutam devam Yashodanandan vardhanam. Devasutam devam Yashodananda vardhanam. Devaki paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum. Devaki Paramanandam
Krishnam Bande Jagadguru.
O Vasudeva Sutam Devam Yashodananda Vardhanam. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Yashodananda Vardhanam. Krishna eva mama swami, Krishna eva mama swami, Krishna eva sakha mama, Krishna eva
Mama Swami, Krishna Eva
Krishna eva mama swami, Krishna eva sakha mama, Krishna eva mama swami, Krishna eva sakha mama. Vasudeva sutam devam Yashodananda vardhanam. Vasudeva sutam devam Yashodananda vardhanam. Devaki paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum.
Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Bande Jagadgurum.
Shri Krishna is the son of Vasudeva, and he keeps increasing the bliss of those who love him, Yashoda, etc. He's called the bliss of Devaki also, different names, and he's also called Jagat Guru, the Guru of the entire universe. Shri Krishna is my master, Mama Swami, Our Sakha Mama, he's also my Sakha, my friend. Shri Krishna Sutta Prayan, he's my son, every relation. Prayan, my beloved. Krishna Sharanam Mama, he's my only shelter. I take shelter in Shri Krishna alone. I surrender to Shri Krishna alone. Krishna eva sutta preyan, Shri Krishna sharanam mama. Krishna eva sutta preyan, Shri Krishna sharanam mama. Vasudeva sutam devam, Yashodananda Vardhanam.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Yashodananda Vardhanam.
Das Bhavena Sakhyena. So every relation of Shri Krishna, we make every relation with him. Don't love him as Bhagwan. You have to bring him down. So I'm a Das. The soul is by nature a servant, Das. And he's also my friend, eternal friend of the soul. Das. Dasya bhavena sakhyena, vatsalyena yada kada.
Dasya bhavena sakyena, vatsalyena yada kada.
Vasudeva sutam devam, Yashodananda Vardhanam. Vasudeva
Sutam Devam Yashodananda Vardhanam.
Nitya madhurya bhavena Shri Krishna sevyate maya. Shri Krishna is the relation, the highest relation is madhurya bhav. Lover beloved relation. He's my beloved. And the my only aim is to do his seva, to serve him. Nityam madhurya bhavena Shri Krishna sevyate maya.
Nityam madhurya bhavena
Shri Krishna sevyate maya. Please let me sing alone. You're all making too many mistakes. I know it's Sanskrit. Nityam madhurya bhavena Shri Krishna sevyate maya. Vasudeva sutam devam Yashodananda Vardhanam. That part you can sing. It's an easy part. Vasudeva sutam devam Yashodananda Vardhanam. Vasudeva sutam devam
Yashodananda Vardhanam.
Yashodananda, Nanda, Yashodananda. In Sanskrit, you cannot say a and u where there is only a. You have to be careful, all right? It's not Hindi. Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
This is a verse from Bhagavad Mahapuran. We hear Maharaji saying it sometime in the Pratna. So it's all talking about Shri Krishna. Everything is lotus-like. Nama Kamala Nabhaya. Right? Nabha. Nabhi means navel. His navel is lotus-like. Nama Kamala Maline. And he is wearing a garland of lotus flower. The lotus flower comes from his navel also. That's where Brahma is born. Alright, so Krishna Kamala Nabhaya. Nama Kamala Padaya, his lotus feet. Or Namaste Kamalekshana. And he's the lotus, his eyes are lotus-like also. So this is actually a verse from Bhagavad Mahapurana describing Shri Krishna. Namah Kamal Nabhaya, Namah Kamal Maline, Namah Kamal Nabhaya, Namah Kamal Maline, Namah Kamal Padaya, Namah Kamal Lekshana, Namah Kamal Padaya, Namaste Kamalekshana, Vasudeva Sutam Devam, Yashodananda Vardhanam.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam
Devaki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, कन्हैया लाल की. We sing in this bhakti, but when you say aga baga, it doesn't sound nice. All right. I know Sanskrit, so this is one of the few Sanskrit kirtan created by Sri Maharaji. Not everybody can sing it. So it's a little bit more difficult. I thought you could have because it's written in English. Anyhow, so what happened now? Putana ur gayi, Akash, she flew in the air, that Kanhaiya will fall. Lekin wo aisa pakad liya, he held on like that, और Putana को मार दिया, he killed her. और जो अपना ओरिजिनल रूप, जो ओरिजिनल वास्तविक रूप वो ले लिया और गिर गई वृंदावन में. जहां गिर गई सारे पेड़ सब नष्ट हो गए. इसके शरीर 12 मील लंबी, इतना बड़ा. So instead of she able to shake off Kanhaiya, she died. Shri Krishna took her life. And she died, and in dying she took her original form. She became that demoness again, in the original form. And she fell in Vrindavan. When she fell, all the trees were destroyed. Her body was so huge, 12 miles. Bhagavad says 12 miles. 6 kos, 6 kos. 12 miles long. Imagine a body, somebody's body is 12 miles, how high, how low. और यहाँ कोई कन्हैया को देखते नहीं, कहाँ कन्हैया, क्योंकि इतना लंबी, जब 12 मील लंबे तो इतना ऊंची कैसी होगी. कन्हैया थे, अष्टंग के ऊपर खेल रहे थे, तो सीरिया को लेके ऊपर गए और उसको देखा कन्हैया खेल रहे, वो नीचे ले आया. So they took some ladders, the cowhoods, and they have to climb up. When her body is so long, how high it will be in the air, in the sky, in the air. So they have to take ladders and climb up. And when they climbed up, they saw Kanhaiya on her chest playing. He was playing normal, kicking and playing. 6-day-old baby was playing. They brought him down, and as आप लोग को बताया कि ये यहाँ ना यशोदा, ना कोई ग्वाल, ना कोई गोपी, ना कोई ये जानते थे कि ये कोई भगवान है. भगवान ने सबको बुलाया और अपने को भी बुलाया. तो जैसे लोग संसार में ऐसे कुछ घटना होते हैं कि कोई भूत प्रेत, तो लोग झाड़ते हैं, इसको झाड़ना। हमारे हिंदू धर्म में लोग बच्चे को कुछ हिक्कप कुछ होते हैं तो जल्दी जल्दी किसी के पास ले जाते हैं और कहे इसको इसकी ऊंचा ओ झाड़ो झाड़ो, झाड़ना। लोग मेरे पास भी आते हैं, मेरे पेट में, मेरे पीठ में दर्द है, मेरे अंगूठे में दर्द है, झाड़ो। So no one, neither Yashoda Maya, nor the cowherds, nor the gopis, anyone knew that Kanhaiya was Bhagwan. They were just, he had through his yoga Maya power, he made everyone forget that I am Bhagwan. And he made himself forget too, because he wanted to enjoy. If Yashoda Maya knew this was Bhagwan, she wouldn't threaten to beat him and tie him to the mortar. She'd put him on a beautiful throne and do arti the whole day. So, just like people in the world, it's in our Hindu culture, when a child is not eating food, they say something called malju. He got barai, the evil eye. Somebody look at the child, or some spirit on the child. So they take it to somebody. Long ago they used to have ojhai. Well, now all pandits are ojhai. Jantar mantra, they will take some mantra and they will do jharna. In Trinidad they say jhare. This is a tradition from all the way India, from the villages. This tradition was always there. Auche, jhare, some people come to me. They have a little pain in their foot, in their belly, in their toe. They have a headache. Oh, Swamiji, please jhare me. A lot of people. This tradition that's there, and they think people have belief in this. More belief than any doctor. People have get COVID-19, they will jhare that also too. Anyhow, yeah, a lot of people think that they can do some puja, Hanuman puja, something, and they will get better from COVID-19. And there are people who tell them, I can do puja and fix COVID-19 for you. And the same fellow who's going to fix COVID-19, he dies also too. We believe in all these things, superstitions. Anyhow, so the gopis and Yashoda, they got their things that is very auspicious, especially the cow dung, gobar, or gomutra, the pee of the cow. Because it is told in the scriptures that Mahalakshmi resides in the cow, in the gobar, in the cow dung, and in the pee, in the gomutra, in the urine, Ganga resides. There's a katha about this in the scriptures. Anyhow, so they took that and they put over him and smear him and bathe him with that, all that if there's any evil spirit, it will go away. Very quickly did like this. अब ये शरीर क्या करेंगे? इतना लंबी शरीर कैसे जलाएंगे? क्या करेंगे उसको? तो हजारों ग्वालों ने अपना हथियार लेके उसको काटने लगे। तो हजारों चित्ता बनाया, क्योंकि एक चित्ता में इतना लंबी शरीर धर नहीं सकते, हजारों बनाया और उसको जलाने लगे. Now what to do with this huge body 12 miles long? You can't just burn it like that. So they got their kulhari, their axe, all the cowherds, and they started cutting the body in pieces. And they made thousands of pyres. You know, when you burn someone, you make this chitta. So they had to make thousands. You couldn't make one. It's a huge body. They made thousands of those. And they started to burn that body. अब उसको जलाने लगे तो कुछ ऐसे अनोखी अनोखी बात हुआ। जब संसार में किसी को जलाते हैं, आप लोग जाते हैं किसी को जलाने में जाते हैं, तो वहां बहुत अगरबत्ती और बहुत चीजें लेके इसको धर देते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें बदबू आते हैं, वहां खड़े नहीं सकते। लेकिन ये शरीर को, ये पूतना जो राक्षसी थी, उसको जलाने में खुशबू निकलने लगे। ऐसे खुशबू कभी सूंघे नहीं। नंद बाबा वहां थे नहीं उस समय, वहां गए कंस के पास टैक्स देने के लिए। जब वापस आ रहे थे तो वो खुशबू सूंघने लगी कि ये खुशबू कहां, कभी ऐसा अगरबत्ती का खुशबू सूंघी नहीं। Now, many of you have been to cremation. If you haven't been, or you have been, you would know also too that this human body is so dirty. The dirtiest body is a human body. So when they do cremation, especially on the outside, here we have crematorium, so it just goes to there's so much fire in there. But in the world, like in Trinidad and these places in India, it's done in the open. So they put by the pongs and the pongs of ghee and agarbatti and all kinds of things that they will take the smell away. If they were to burn it without that, no one will be able to stand there. The stink smell that will come. They can't even stand there. So dirty this human body. But something strange happened. When they started to burn the body, all the body, the pieces of Putana, fragrant, sweet perfume smell. More perfume than any agarbatti. Agarbatti, these sticks, incense sticks you burn, like sandal paste and all these things, the most sweetest one you can think about, nothing could compare the sweet fragrance that was coming from the body of Putana. This is a very strange thing. Ye kaise hua? How did this happen? Nanda Baba was not there. He had gone to pay tax. All the people in Vrindavan had to pay tax to Kansa, so he had gone to Mathura to pay tax. And he was returning, and he started smelling this sweet fragrance. This such a sweet smell that he thought, I've never smelled any agarbatti, it's so sweet. Where is it coming from? This was all coming from the body of Putana. Ye kaise hua? Kyun hua? How did this happen? ये खुशबू ऐसे राक्षसी के शरीर से कैसे निकले? So how did this fragrant, there's a katha behind, there's a secret, there's a mystery, and I'll tell you. Not a big mystery, it's there in scriptures, it's there in the Bhagavad as to why this happened. But of course we need like a saint, a true saint, a Rasik saint to tell us these mysteries and these secrets. By reading like that you won't get it. So let us see. Most people will say Shri Krishna touched her, and Shri Krishna is Bhagwan, so that's why, of course, that's why that sweet smell came out. No, there's more to it than that. Page 58. Matwari pyari chal मेरो यशोदा को लाल मतवारी
प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल।
ओ मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल।
जाके लोचन रसाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल जाके
लोचन रसाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ जाके नीले नीले गाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
जाके नीले नीले गाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ जाके नीले जाके होठ लाल लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल जाके होठ
लाल लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ मेरो प्यारो नंद लाल
ओ मेरो प्यारो आनंद लाल
ओ मेरो मदन गोपाल
ओ मेरो मदन गोपाल
ओ मतवारी 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 प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
कट धूमस्य सौरभ्य मवधाय ब्रजौकसः किमिदं कुतैवेति वरन्तो ब्रजमाययुः तेन तत्र वर्णितं गोपैः पूतनामगादिकम् ओ मतवारी मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
जाके घूंघर वाले बाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
जाके घूंघर वाले बाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
जाकी टेढ़ी मेढ़ी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
जाके तेरी मेरी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ प्यारो प्यारो नंद लाल
ओ प्यारो प्यारो नंद लाल
ओ मेरो मदन गोपाल
ओ मेरो मदन गोपाल
ओ मतवारी
राधे
मतवारी
राधे
मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
पति सूत पितु लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
पति सुत पितु लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ नाचे गोपी जन ताल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
नाचे गोपी जन ताल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ वो तो कारण बिनु ही कृपाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
वो तो कारण बिनु ही कृपाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
ओ मेरो प्यारो नंद लाल
ओ मेरो प्यारो नंद लाल
ओ मेरो मदन गोपाल
ओ मेरो मदन गोपाल
ओ मतवारी
राधे
मतवारी
राधे
मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मतवारी प्यारी विशाल मेरो यशोदा को नाम।
बोल मदन गोपाल की। हाँ, तो एक कारण है, जब भगवान ने वामन अवतार लिया, बलि ने 99 यज्ञ कराया, अश्वमेध यज्ञ। जो 100वें वाले प्रारंभ किया तो भगवान ने वामन अवतार लेकर आए और 3 पग जमीन मांगा। ये कथा आप लोग जानते हैं, पूरा नहीं बताएंगे। तो जब भगवान वामन बन के आए तो बलि की बेटी थी, वो बेटी का नाम रत्नमाला। रत्नमाला ने भगवान को देखा उस वामन रूप में और इतने प्यार किया, बहुत प्यार किया, और मन ही मन में सोचा कि अगर वो हमारे बेटे तो मैं अपने स्तन में लगा के उनको दूध पिला। तो भगवान जो रत्नमाला के हृदय में बैठे वो नोट किया और वरदान दिया वहीं पर कि जब मैं कृष्ण अवतार लेके आएंगे द्वापर में तो आप पूतना बन के आएगी और ये आपका जो मनोकामना वो पूर्ण करेंगे। So listen to the reason. You all are familiar with the katha. I'm not going to go in great detail. Once Bali, the grandson of Prahlad, that great devotee Prahlad, Bali had, in order to attain the position of Indra, the king of heaven, he performed 99 Ashwamedha Yagna. When he was doing the 100th Ashwamedha Yagna, Bhagwan took the form of Vaman, divine dwarf, small, and appeared, came there. And he asks Bali for 3 footsteps of land. The katha, I'm not going to go, you all know the katha. Anyhow, when he came there, Bali had a daughter by the name of Ratnamala. Ratnamala saw Vamandev, the Lord in the form of a divine dwarf, and she fell so much in love that in her mind she thought, if I had a baby like him, if he was my baby, I'll put him to my breast and I will suckle him. So much in love. Bhagwan, who is sitting in the heart of Ratnamala, took note. That was Satyug. That when I come in the age of Dwapara, Shri Krishna, you will come as Putana and I will fulfill your desire. I will suck your milk and I will bless you. So first to begin, there's some strange thing happening here. How could Ratnamala fall in love with Bhagwan? Bhagwan body is such a thing. उनकी शरीर ऐसे ही है, जाकी रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूर्ति देखी तिन तैसी। जैसे हम हमको अंदर में है ऐसे ही हमको देखेंगे भगवान और संत को देखकर। इसलिए जब भगवान और संत संसार में आते किसी का लाभ नहीं होता। God's body has a speciality. जाकी रही भावना जैसी, as I quoted, that how we are on the inside, when we see God or a saint, it gets reflected like a mirror. We will see God just like how we are. So if you're a Rakshas, you will see God like a Rakshas, tamasic, demonic. You will think he is the worst person in the world. Whenever God came, as Ram, as Krishna, it's all written in the scriptures. For a Rakshas, he was death personified. Those who love him in different ways, they saw him differently. So when God and the saints come in this world, we have been there whenever God is descended. The reason why we have never benefited, because we judge like how we are. If we are very bad, that's why people will have the worst things to say about saints. When saints come in the world, very few have good thing to say about them. The majority of people will say the worst thing about them. Whether they are Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Today so many people claim that they love Gaurang Mahaprabhu and they sing Hare Krishna and dance. When Gaurang Mahaprabhu was there, they wanted to kill him. The same people. And if he came back today, he did come back, they wanted to kill him again. He came as Kripalu Mahaprabhu. Of course, they didn't know. Those same people who claim to love Gaurang Mahaprabhu want to kill Kripalu Mahaprabhu, who is Gaurang Mahaprabhu himself. A perfect example. Oh, we make all kind of big claim, I love Krishna, I love Ram. But when you see them, instead of love, you want to kill them. This always happens when saints and God come in the world. And the mere reason is because how we are on the inside gets reflected like a mirror. We see just like how we are. And that's why, instead of falling in love with them and falling at their lotus feet, they end up doing propaganda, giving them a bad name. Look at the history. Whenever saints have come, poison them, crucify, beat them, give them a bad name, throw them in jail. Gaurang Mahaprabhu? Or when he in the beginning he used to do kirtan in a house, lock the doors. All kinds of rumors flew. The same people who claim that they love him so much and fall in love. Oh, you know what's going on in that house? Hey! All kind of rumors flew. So he decided to come outside and do Nagar Sankirtan. This is he who started Nagar Sankirtan, chanting Hari Bol, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna on the street. Again, all kind of rule. Oh, he's showing off, he's great. He's waste. His life was made so difficult, he was forced to leave that Navadvip that was so dear to him. He went to Orissa, Puri. And there when he saw the Lord in the form of Jagannath, he fell unconscious with bliss. The Pandits in the Puri temple took sticks and were about to kill him, beat him. They're about to beat him with the sticks. Oh, you're stinking our temple. What are you doing? The very few were great devotees who benefited. Very few. Otherwise, majority don't. Unless there's some purity. You have to be adhikari. The Bible says thousands are called but few are chosen. You have to be deserving. So how did Ratnamala, who is a Rakshasi, a demoness, fall in love? It proves that she was a saint. Ratnamala was a saint. Otherwise she couldn't fall in love with Vamandev. Shukracharya, he stopped. Bali, he said, no, this is not a dwarf, this is Vishnu. The Rakshas they wanted to kill when Vaman took the original form and took the whole, with one footstep covered the entire heavenly regions, and another footstep the nether regions, the third footstep had nowhere to put it. They all were rushing to kill him. Bali said, hey, are you all crazy? We think if we were to see God or a saint, we'll fall on, oh, if I saw Gaurang Mahaprabhu, I love Krishna so much, I love Gaurang Mahaprabhu, if I only saw him, I'll fall on with love. We did see him. We saw, whenever God is descended in this world, uncountable saints we have seen, who's God personified. We have seen God himself. Never benefit. Never. We have to be deserving. Before deserving, don't desire to see God. You think that, oh, if I will see God, I'll fall on unconscious. People say that I see Shiv, I see. This is their delusion, fooling people. Nobody can see God. There's a condition for seeing God. निर्मल मन जन सो मोहि पावा, मोहि कपट छल छिद्र न भावा. Bhagwan Sri Ram says to Sugriv, only those who are pure in heart, pure mind, can come to me, can accept me, can attain me. If Vibhishan wasn't pure, he would never be able to come here. They all wanted to lock up Vibhishan, throw him in jail. So great saints come in this world. Kripalu Mahaprabhu, the greatest saint. How many people benefited? We saw a man, 6 feet tall, arms very long to his knees. But everyone saw differently according. Slowly, people will come to realize, it will take a few years more. It hasn't happened as yet. Eventually. And the world will accept that it was Gaurang, the Supreme, that Radharani herself came as Kripalu Mahaprabhu. For now, people think it's only a propaganda. Oh, where's it written? Show it, prove it. It's not a proven thing. This is an experience, Anubhav. When they will shower their grace, then you will benefit. Otherwise, you will think this is the worst person in the world. How many, when he came as Krishna, majority people, Shishupal, when he was speaking in baby voice, totally bhasha, from then he started abusing and insulting Krishna. Everybody. Oh, playboy. Oh, he's a playboy. He's running girls. He's doing this. Which? Oh, Bhagwan, my foot. Who tell you he's a Bhagwan? You people are crazy. Always it happens. So unless you're deserving, you will not benefit. The greatest saint, Bhagwan himself will come. Bhagwan would not look in some special way. The only way you will benefit is if there's some purity in the heart. He'll sit right next to you, bagal mein, and deliberately, he's mischievous, natakat to hai. Huh? He's natakat, he'll behave in the most mischievous way. Chuk you and push you and you quiet. You'll get angry with him. And then if you're a true bhakt, your heart is pure, you look, Kanhaiya is sitting. Shh, don't tell anybody. Unless you have that eyes, unless the heart is pure. So this was proof that Ratnamala fallen in love, that she was a saint, Mahapurush. Otherwise she couldn't. Impossible. This is a divine law. So this is the why. So this other words, she came to take part in Bhagwan's divine Leela. It's called Leela, divine spot. And that's why when the body was, yes, touching Krishna's touch, but she's already Mahapurush. So the question is, Bhagwan give her his divine abode. Bhagwan, anybody Bhagwan kill goes to his divine abode. He gave Putana, who came to kill him. उनको मारने के लिए आए, कालकूट स्तन में लगा के. She applied कालकूट, such a poison that if Krishna had just touched his lip, he would die. And instead of, but he gave her his divine abode. इसलिए इतना, who can be more bhora bhara, more innocent, more loving, more kind, more merciful? Somebody's trying to kill you and you give him the best thing you have. The position of a mother, he suckled her breast. Brahma asks Krishna, why, how come you give Putana your divine abode of a mother, position of a mother? So Krishna said, well, she give me milk. A mother gives milk. In other words, any excuse to bless the soul. That's how he is. That's what his nature is. He is akaran karun, causelessly merciful. Just accept him as your everything and you will see the difference. Accept him as your everything. Tomeva sarvam mama deva. Don't just say it. Feel it. Feel it. और एक और विशेषता है. There's one more very special thing. जब वेद व्यास ये भागवत लिखने लगे, आपको बताया था जब पहले दिन की भागवत की कथा में भागवत की महिमा कि वेद व्यास ने 17 पुराण लिखा, वेद को भी 4 भाग करके लिख दिया, महाभारत, लेकिन उनको सुख नहीं हुआ, वो इतना टेंशन. तो नारद जी आए, नारद जी ने कहा उनको कि आपने भगवान की लीला और भगवान की जिस कैसे किताब लिखा, भगवान का ही वर्णन नहीं किया. तो पहले उन्होंने भक्ति किया, भक्ति करके भगवान के दर्शन हुआ, फिर माया का, फिर उन्होंने भागवत लिखा. If you all remember when we did the Bhagavad recently, the very first day I did Bhagavad Mahima. And I told you Veda Vyas had written 17 Puranas. He had written Mahabharat, which describes dharma, varnashram dharma. He had divided Vedas into 4, etc., and put it in 4 forms. Yet he found no peace. He was very unhappy. So Naradji came and told him the reason for that was that he had yet to write a book that described only Shri Krishna and the thing which is dearest to Shri Krishna. Pure bhakti. No moksha, no karma, no gyan, only bhakti. So first Veda Vyas did bhakti himself, had to do bhakti, even though he's Avesha avatar. Manifestation, partial manifestation of Shri Krishna. He did bhakti, he got the vision of Shri Krishna, he also got the vision of Maya, and then he wrote Bhagavad. But when he was writing Bhagavad, उन्होंने सोचा ये भागवत किसको सुनाऊंगा? He thought, who I'm going to tell this Bhagavad to? Who's deserving? There's no one I can find. तो भगवान को प्रार्थना की कि ऐसे किसी को भेज दो. तो भगवान ने शुकदेव को भेज दिया. और शुकदेव आए पिंगला के घर में, लेकिन बाहर नहीं आना. 12 साल तक पिंगला के घर में रहे. Veda Vyas thought, I have to find someone to relate this Bhagavad to. So he prayed to Bhagwan, send a deserving, someone who is deserving to relate this Bhagavad. So Bhagwan sent Shukadev Paramhans. Shukadev ji came in the womb of Pingala, the wife of Veda Vyas, and he stayed in the womb for 12 years. Children normally a child stays 9 months, 10 months. He stayed 12 years. तो वेद व्यास ने कहा, भाई आप कौन है, क्यों नहीं आते बाहर? वेद व्यास asks, who are you? Why not coming outside? So Shukadev answered from the womb and said, who am I? Who are you asking? Who am I, the body, or who am I, the soul? The soul has no description. Anyhow, Veda Vyas said, acha, don't give lecture. Why don't you come out? तो शुकदेव ने कहा, मैं माया से डरता हूं. अगर आप ऐसे वर देंगे कि माया हम पर असर नहीं होगा तो मैं बाहर आऊंगा. So Shukadev ji said, Shukadev Paraman said, I am very scared of Maya, this power of Shri Krishna called Maya. If you give me a boon that Maya will never affect me, I will come out. So Veda Vyas, the descension of Shri Krishna, he has this power, he gave the Vardhan. He's Mahapurush. Maya will never have any effect. Immediately Shukadev came out. और आप आए बाहर दौड़ने लगे. And he came outside, 12 years, and started running. You see a child come out the womb, start running. And he's running. Where he's going, nobody knows. and Veda Vyas is running behind him. Piche, piche. And he's calling, Putra, Putra, Suno, Suno, listen, my son, listen. You cannot go and take sannyas yet. You have to do grihastha ashram, get married, have children, all these things, then you can take sannyas. But Shukadeva is not hearing anything. The scriptures tell us that someone, according to Sanatana Dharma, we are supposed to go through these ashramas. First, brahmacharya, celibacy, then grihastha ashram, householder, then vanapras, semi-retirement, go in the forest, give up everything, and then sannyas, complete detachment. But the rule is also written in the Vedas that if somebody has that amount of detachment through doing bhakti in many, many lifetimes, when you do Janev Sanskar, when a child does Janev Sanskar, if some of you have been there, you see the Pandit will tell the parent that now he has a choice. That now he can take sannyas immediately if he wants to. He doesn't have to come back to your home. And the mother starts crying. No child does it, but this thing is there that the Pandit will tell the parent, this child has two rasta, he has two ways now. He can either go and then come back and be a householder when he's going to beg, or he can take the path of sannyas right now. He doesn't have to come back and go through householder. So it's written in the scripture, if someone is so detached from the world, then he can go straight into sannyas. Cross grihast, cross vanaprast, and go straight into sannyas. Once a Pandit was telling me, I had just returned from India, and he was saying, you're doing a great sin. You must get married, you must have children. La, 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 la. I say, Panditji, what do you know? These things are written in the scriptures. I want to argue with you. Hanumanji never got married. Many examples. Anyhow, so also Bhishma Pitamaha never got married. Akhanda Brahmachari. He lay on an hour of bed for 6 months, waiting for only certain time to leave, and his mind always focused on Shri. Anyhow, don't go into much of that. So the opportunity is there, the point is. So Veda Vyas knows that rule also, so he taught, because remember Shukadeva is Paramhans. What does Paramhans mean? Paramhans means one who neither sees, hears, smell, taste, touch, anything except he experiences Brahm everywhere. He experiences the self everywhere. On the way, there were some apsaras bathing in a pond. This apsara means heavenly damsels. They were bathing naked. To bathe naked is a sin. A sin against the water, the god of water, Varun Dev. So when Shukadev passed, 12 years old, they continued bathing normal. And he passed. When Veda Vyas, who is an old man, he was very old at that time, came, very quickly recovered himself. So Veda Vyas got very angry. Veda Vyas said, he said to them, hey, you chokris, you bad girls, my 12-year-old son passed here and you continue bathing, you didn't cover yourself, and I'm an old man. And when I came, you covered yourself up. So they said, okay, please don't give us shrap or anything. Don't give us a curse. Yeah, we know we're doing something wrong. But let us explain to you. When Shukadev, you see, Shukadev is Paramhans. Paramhans, while you are only Hans. Shukadev is Paramhans, you are Hans. What's the difference? Paramhans, as I mentioned to you, one who neither see, hear, smell, taste, touch, anything except everywhere, Brahm. Shukadev never saw naked girl, he didn't see porn, he didn't see tree, nothing. Everywhere he's seeing Brahm, Brahm. We have heavenly damsels, we Apsara. We know when a man look at us, how even a woman in the world have an idea when a man look at her, how he's looking. Not fully, but we are heavenly damsels, we know. You, on the other hand, you are Hans. You are also saint. But a Hans is a bird that if you mix water and milk, it's impossible to separate the water from the milk. But this Hans can separate the water, the milk from the water. So you are Hans. In other words, you also see God in every particle of the world, but you also see the world. You saw naked girl. You saw they're doing sin. This is a sin. They will go to hell. You also see Krishna. You are a saint. You are a saint. There's difference. So Vedavyas said, okay, he's Paramhans. Doesn't make sense. Running after him. And Vedavyas, right off the scripture, he knows that if someone is so detached, the law is there that he can go straight into sannyas. So if he wants that, fine, go ahead. Vedavyas went home. Now, the Shishyas, the disciples of Vedavyas, they went to the forest. Vedavyas knew. He sent them, go and get some wood to do Havan and all that. So while they were in the forest, they saw this beautiful boy. Shukadev has the same complexion of Shri Krishna. Very beautiful. And the body has the same complexion as Shri Krishna. So they saw this boy, so beautiful, in Samadhi. So being boys, the nature of boys, being naughty, they went and they took little stick and pushing his ears and, started shaking him. But he's not moving. Because he is in Samadhi. Nothing can affect him. He can't hear, he can't feel, nothing. So they went back and they said to Vedavyas, we saw a boy, so beautiful. And we tried waking him, but he wouldn't wake. So Vedavyas knew, he said, okay, this shlok, I'm teaching you a shlok from Bhagavad, I want you to go and recite this shlok close to his ears. Now, nothing is supposed to go in, but they went. Now, one of the shlok I said in the opening Bandhana, when I was opening today, before I started reading, is from Bhagavad. Baraha piram natavar vapu karnayo karnikaram vibhradvasa kanaka kapisham Vaijayantim chamalam Randhran venu Radhar sudhaya Purayan gopavrindair Vrindaranyam swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti Gopi Geet 10th canto, 21st chapter, 5th verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Gopis is glorifying Shri Krishna. How beautiful he is. He's dressed. He has a karnikar flower in his ears. He's dressed golden cloth around his waist. He's playing the basuri. His foot dust is in the Vrindavan, and the Kahut boys are glorifying it. So beautiful. Describing how beautiful Shri Krishna is. So they were able to pierce the Samadhi. These are divine words. That's the only thing can pierce. It was able to pierce the Samadhi. Hearing how beautiful this person is, Shukadev opened his eyes a little bit from Samadhi. But he's thinking, oh, he's so beautiful. Why would he have anything to do with me? And he closed his eyes again. So the boys went back and they said to Vedavyas, we said the shlok that from Bhagavad, 10th canto, 21st chapter, 5th verse. We said that shlok. And he opened his eyes. It pierced into his samadhi. But he closed his eyes again and went back in samadhi. So Veda Vyasa said, okay, I understand. There's another verse I want you to go do now. That one was just a preliminary. This shlok I want you to go and say. This other shlok. This other shlok I did also in the Vandana when I was opening today in the prayer. Aho vakiyam stanakal kutam jighansaya payayadapya sadhvi lebhe gatim dhatu chitam tatunyam kam va dayalum sharanam brajem. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 3rd canto, 2nd chapter, 23rd verse. This verse says, this was the second one. The boys went and they recited this verse in the air of Shukadev. What is this verse saying? Who else is so merciful, in whom I can take complete shelter other than the supreme beloved Shri Krishna, who is so merciful that he gave even that wicked witch, Putana, the high place of her mother in his divine abode, even though she had come to suckle the divine child Krishna with her poisonous breast with the intention to kill him. Shukadev heard this verse. He's so merciful, so kind, that someone is trying to kill him and he gives him, that person, his divine abode of a mother. He opened his eyes. He looked at the boys. Hey, come here. The boys got scared. We woke up the saint from his samadhi. Maybe he'll give us a shrap, a curse. Don't be afraid, come. So they went. Where did you hear this shlok from? Our Guruji, our Gurudev. Your Gurudev? Who is your Gurudev? Veda Vyas. Shukadev thought Veda Vyas is my father. He has written, this is just one. He's written 18,000 verses like this in Bhagavad Mahapuran. 18,000 verses. I want to hear all of this. If one is so beautiful. So he got up, he left the samadhi. And he went. Samadhi ko chhod diya. And he went. And he listened the whole Bhagavad from Veda Vyas. ये पूरा भागवत को सुन लिया और फिर यही भागवत परीक्षित को सुनाया 7 दिन. And then he told the same Bhagavad to Parikshit in 7 days. And that's how today we are able to read and listen to Bhagavad also. If this incident did not take place, this 6-day incident, this happened on the 6th day, where Putana came and tried to kill Shri Krishna with the Kalakut vish, that poison, and he gave her his divine abode of a mother, a place of a mother. That shlok of this so merciful, so kind, so compassionate Lord, that Shukadev, Paramhans, who's always in samadhi, was able to pierce, and hearing that he came out of the samadhi, he wanted to hear this whole Bhagavad. Then he was able to relate this Bhagavad. And then today we are also able to benefit by listening to this Bhagavad and reading. This is why this day is so important. He said most people don't understand. So this is why we celebrate Chhati. And it's so important. So this is the 6th day. There's more some other time. Bole Bal Gopal ki, 6 din ke lala ki, Kanhaiya Lal ki, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki, Shri Radha Rani ki, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.